Lesson 48. Got. The past of get is got. What's the past of get?
The past of get is got.
Where did you buy your shoes?
I got my shoes from Callana's.
What time did you arrive here today?
I got here at 10 o'clock.
Did people earn less money in the old days than they do today?
Yes, people got less money in the old days than they get today.
Until. Will you be in this room until 10 o'clock this evening?
Yes, I'll be in this room until 10 o'clock this evening. Or, no, I won't be in this room until 10 o'clock this evening.
Do you want to live until you are 100 years old?
Yes, I want to live until I'm 100 years old. Or, no, I don't want to live until I'm 100 years old.
Do you ever study until late at night?
Yes, I sometimes study until late at night. Or, no, I never study until late at night.
Life, death, in the past. What's the opposite of life?
The opposite of life is death.
Do you think life is pleasant for most people in the world today?
Yes, I think life is pleasant for most people in the world today. Or, no, I don't think life is pleasant for most people in the world today.
Do you think life is harder these days than it was in the past?
No, I don't think life is harder these days than it was in the past, but I think it's easier or softer.
What colour do we use for death?
We use black for death.
Is death a pleasant subject to speak about?
No, death isn't a pleasant subject to speak about.
Speed, struggle, surprise, sword, surround, again, too many. Will you come here again next week?
Yes, I'll come here again next week. Or, no, I won't come here again next week.
Shall I ask you the same questions again next lesson as I am asking you now?
Yes, you'll ask us the same questions again next lesson as you are asking us now.
If we make too many mistakes in our dictations, do you think it's better to do them again?
Yes, if we make too many mistakes in our dictations, I think it's better to do them again.
There will be, there'll be. Will there be anything on TV tonight?
Yes, there'll be something on TV tonight.
Will there be any pictures hanging on these walls next lesson?
Yes, there'll be some pictures hanging on these walls next lesson.
Will there be a chair on the table next lesson?
No, there won't be a chair on the table next lesson.
Will there be anybody sitting on the floor next lesson?
No, there won't be anybody sitting on the floor next lesson.
Newspaper. Popular. Which newspaper do you read?
I read Il Mattino.
Which is one of the most popular newspapers in this country?
Il Mattino is one of the most popular newspapers in this country.
Sold. What's the past of sell?
The past of sell is sold.
Which shop sold you your shoes?
Callana's sold me my shoes.
Did you sell anything, your house, your car, etc., last year?
Yes, I sold something last year.
Coal. What do we use to make a fire?
We use wood, paper, coal, etc. to make a fire.
Decide. Did you decide to study English, or did somebody in your family decide for you?
I decided to study English, or somebody in my family decided for me.
Explain. Explain the difference between the present progressive and the present simple, please.
The difference between the present progressive and the present simple is that we use the present progressive for an action we are doing now, whilst we use the present simple for an action we do generally.
Heaven, hell. Which place in the world do you think is most like heaven, and which do you think is most like hell?
I think Capri is most like heaven, and the North Pole is most like hell.